Good morning, students. Welcome to class 2. So, students, in our today's lecture, we are going to discuss about modes of dissipation of energy, that is Jablonski diagram, electronic energy transfer, photosensitization, and quenching process. So, let's get started. Jablonski diagram. Students, various intermolecular photophysical processes can occur after excitation of a molecule. This can be represented by Jablonski diagram. It is the transition between singlet and excited state. Let us discuss in detail. First process is photoexcitation. When the molecule is photochemically promoted to excited state, the transition is S0 to S1. S1 level is subdivided into number of vibrational levels. If excess of energy is absorbed, it may go to S2 state. Second process is energy cascade or vibrational relaxation. In S1 state, molecules of higher vibrational level gives energy to surrounding and comes to lower vibrational level. This is called as energy cascade or vibrational relaxation. Next is fluorescence. Students, the excited molecule in S1 can come back to S0. The energy is given out in the form of radiation. This phenomena is called as fluorescence. It continues till molecule is exposed to incident radiation. Due to the possibility of fluorescence, any chemical reaction of S1 state occurs rapidly. Fourth process is intersystem crossing. One of the vibrational level of singlet state, that is S1, may have same energy as one of the vibrational level of triplet state, that is T1. Hence, molecule goes from S1 to T1. This is slow process, as change in multiplicity is forbidden. This is called an intersystem crossing. A triplet state has longer lifetime than singlet state. Chemical reaction may occur. Fifth process is phosphorescence. Students, the molecule in T1 state may return to S0 by emitting radiation. This process is called as phosphorescence. It continuously emits light even after the light source is removed. Sixth process is chemical reaction. Students, as the triplet state has longer life, the molecules may undergo chemical reaction, provided absorbed energy is more than bond energy in the molecule. And the last, that is seventh process, is photosensitization. The molecule in the excited state may not themselves react. They may transfer the energy to the other molecule. The molecule which transfers energy is called donor. The other molecule gets excited and it is called as acceptor. The transfer of energy from donor to acceptor is called photosensitization. So students, we have discussed the different modes of dissipation of energy, that is called as Jablonski diagram, which includes 7 processes. First is photoexcitation, second is vibrational relaxation or energy cascade, third is fluorescence, fourth is intersystem crossing, fifth is phosphorescence, sixth is chemical reaction, and seventh is photosensitization. Next is electronic energy transfer, photosensitization, and quenching process. Students, energy transfer means populating triplet state. Energy transfer refers specifically to the one-step radiation-less transfer of excitation energy from an electronically excited molecule, that is donor, to the ground state of another molecule, that is acceptor. Over here, D star is electronically excited donor molecule. We call it as populating triplet, and it is achieved when donor atom in ground state is irradiated. It goes into singlet excited state, and further on intersystem crossing goes to triplet excited state, and now it is ready to transfer its energy to acceptor, that is reactant molecule. Here radiationless energy transfer to acceptor atom takes place. As a result of this transfer, the donor molecule returns to the ground state and the acceptor molecule gets excited. Depending upon the multiplicity, whether singlet or triplet state of the donor molecule, there may be triplet-triplet or singlet-singlet energy transfer. However, the lifetime of singlet state, that is S1, is short compared to that of the triplet, that is T1, and hence there is a greater probability of energy transfer through a triplet state. So students, we can say that although photons are absorbed by donor, it is the acceptor molecule which becomes excited. This phenomena is known as photosensitization, and the donor, it is referred as photosensitizer. The basic requirement for energy transfer is that the energy of donor molecule should be 5 kcal per mole, more energy than the energy needed for excitation of acceptor molecule. Thus, there are two methods for molecule to reach an excited state. First, by direct absorption of light, and second, by transfer of energy from excited donor molecule to the acceptor molecule. Transfer of energy from excited singlet state produces singlet, and transfer from excited triplet state produces triplet. In other words, if the acceptor molecule possesses a state of same multiplicity and lower in energy than that of donor molecule, energy transfer will occur from donor to acceptor. This provides a versatile method of forming triplet by triplet-triplet energy transfer. Consider the following table which shows common sensitizers and their energy in triplet state. Now, let us consider a specific example which illustrates the use of sensitization in photochemistry. Students, direct irradiation of 1,3-butadiene in solution gives cyclobutene, and bicyclobutane with minor amounts of dimers. Intersystem crossing efficiency in 1,3-butadiene approaches 0, and triplet derived products are not formed. Benzophenone absorbs light at about 366 nanometer and is excited to its singlet state. Since the energy gap between singlet and triplet is only 5 kcal per mole, there is a very efficient intersystem crossing which populates triplet state. When the benzophenone triplets collides with butadiene, a triplet energy transfer occurs, resulting in the formation of the triplet state of butadiene, which then reacts to produce dimers. So remember students, triplet excited butadiene produced by energy transfer from triplet excited benzophenone gives only dimers. Next is quenching. Deactivation of an excited species is called quenching. Students, quenching process is reverse to sensitization process. In sensitization process, a molecule in the ground state is raised to its excited state by energy transfer from other excited molecule, that is known as sensitizer. Over here, SENS star is a sensitizer, that is molecule in excited state. It transfers its energy to M molecule and makes that molecule excited. So this process is called as sensitization. So students, we can say that intermolecular interaction between a molecule in its excited state and a molecule in its ground state can lead to deactivation of the electronically excited state and the generation of the excited state of other molecule. Here, M star is electronically excited molecule and it gets deactivated by transferring its energy to molecule Q. This phenomena is known as quenching. Here the molecule M, after transferring all its energy to Q, comes back to ground state. The process of returning back to ground state is radiationless process. Thus, bimolecular deactivation is known as quenching. The component that accelerates quenching is known as quencher and it is represented by capital Q. There are basically two major routes of quenching. One is photochemical quenching and other is photophysical quenching. Students, in photochemical quenching, the quencher transforms the excitation energy into chemical energy and a product is formed. Photophysical quenching can be divided into two types. One is self-quenching or concentration quenching and the other is impurity quenching. So students, in our today's lecture, we have discussed modes of dissipation of energy, that is Jablonski diagram, electronic energy transfer, photosensitization and quenching process.